So let us start today's lecture. So that is in continuation to the previous lecture. Still, we are focusing on flows. So lecture two. Now, today's topic is selection of a flooring material. That means what will be the consideration which we will take into account for a selection of the flooring material. Now, whenever we have to decide what will be the material which we will be using, which we have to use in the flooring, so we will be thinking about the various important factors which will affect the visibility of the floor as well as the strength of the floor, etc. So, important factors we have to take into account. So, the choice of flooring material can be decided on based on some factors, maybe some more factors, but we will be discussing here some prominent factors. So, very first is initial cost. Initial cost, because cost is a very prime factor. Everything depends upon cost. That means what are the financials we are available with. So cost of material should be in relevance to the cost of the building and its use. Okay, if suppose we have a budget of 10 lakh, 10 lakh of rupees for a building, then we can't invest 3 lakhs
Excuse me,
on the
sir.
floor. So flooring material will be accordingly decided. The cost of the material should be in relevance to the cost of the building. That means if the cost of the building, that means budget is quite high, then you can accordingly you can decide which type of material you can use. Flooring covers material, maybe marbles are there which are costly. So in general, the cost of the floor material definitely directly depends on the budget. So what are the budget available? Other parameter which we have discussed in the last class, that means strength parameter. And now let us discuss some more factors. Now from this picture, what we can understand that what this picture basically illustrates, what this picture is showing. So appearance. So very important is the appearance. That means covering should give good appearance. That means soothing appearance. It should look better. So if your prime requirement is that the floor of your building should look very good, it should give the pleasing appearance, then flooring material can be various types. So you can use tiles, you can use marble or any decorative pieces, because nowadays we are switching over to tiles instead of marbles. So somewhere we are using marble. So depending upon the appearance, what appearance you are expecting, if your prime importance is not on appearance, then you can use just install cement concrete. That means concrete flooring can be used, or brick flooring can be used. But if appearance is a concern, one of the prime concern, then you can use some costly materials. That means marble, it will look better. Tiles, currently we are using ceramic tiles, etc. So this is another parameter. Then third important parameter is cleanliness, because everyone want that the floor should be easily cleaned. So flooring should be capable of being cleaned easily and should be non-absorbent. That means floor should be of such a material that it should be capable of having the non-absorbent property. So it should have good resistance against absorbent of oil, grease, paint. Yes. we are very much aware whether it is a residential building or whether it is a any you can say commercial building or any type of building. Now, if due to some reason some oil gets spilled on the floor, and if the floor is absorbing the oil, then it will not look good, and it will be very difficult to clean it. So, depending upon the requirement, that means which type of building, whether, so accordingly you have to decide the material of the floor. Now, another important part is durability. Now, if you see the right side picture, you will find the tiles or whatever be the material used, and that material is that tiles are getting cracked. You find that they are cracked, and in general, we observe that many of us think that tile is not a durable product, and that's why we are using marble. But nowadays, the tiles are of such a quality that means they have a good durability and the better properties and better hard property. They can resist the wear and tear. So durability means how long your flooring material will remain or will get will not be damaged. So that is the important thing. So durability floor should be sufficient resistance against wear. That means if you are pushing some equipment on the floor, so it does not mean that due to its pressure, it should wear. No. Then if there are temperature changes, so your material should be such that if it can bear the temperature changes. Because in India, if we consider the day temperature normally vary from 20 degree to 45 degree. So there is a lot of variation. There will be a lot of temperature stresses. So your material will be such that it should bear the temperature changes also. Disintegration with time. It should not disintegrate with time. No doubt after 20 years, 10 year, 20 year, 15 year, if it is a long time, 30 year, it will bear. But it does not mean that in 2020 you construct a building, you construct a floor, and after 2 years it get cracked. So it will not be acceptable. So so that long life can be achieved. So that means if the material is durable, then it will have a long life. And if it has a long life, then overall cost of the material or overall cost of the building will be reduced because life period is more. That means if the material is such that it is durable, it can bear it can have the good resistance against wear, temperature changes with the time, etc., etc. So for these some of the material I have highlighted, they are showing the good durability. Marble, it has a very good life. Tarajo, tiles, concrete, mosaic, etc. are good in durability. So another important factor is durability, which we have to consider while selecting the material. Your question will be resolved later on. Now, if you see the uh, bottom right side photograph, what you will observe in the floor, it is very much clear that your floor is showing dampness. It is a damp. So, our floor of any building should be damp resistant. So, some of the floors, maybe of concrete, concrete is considered as a non-porous material, or you can say least porous material. Terrazzo, mosaic, etc. are preferred. And other water absorption material cannot be used for flooring. So if some of the materials, suppose if we consider wooden flooring, so wooden flooring, if there is dampness, then wooden flooring is useless. Or other type of floors which absorb water. So other absorption material cannot be used for flooring. So this is the one of the another parameter after durability, damp resistance. Material which you want to use in flooring, it should be damp resistant. Now, from this figure, you will be watching that this is a picture of a wooden floor. Now, wooden floor may be of different types. So, important parameter is whatever be the type of floor, it must have the property of sound insulation. That means definitely some little bit amount of sound will be there when people will be walking, but that should not be such that it creates noise. So floor must be soundproof. Now listen carefully. Suppose if we are talking about a uh, educational building, maybe your classroom, and in classroom 60 to 70 students are there, and all the students are not coming in time. So maybe some of them are coming late or whatever maybe, because if there is a your classroom and adjoining there will be another classroom and people walking in the classroom, and if it give a noise, then it will be very disturbing for the faculty as well as for the learners. So that's why sound insulation is very important. And let us consider, suppose your classroom is at first floor, and if your floor is creating sound when we walk, so then that sound will be disturbing the other story occupants, maybe ground floor, maybe first floor, like that. So whatever we are pointing out, they must not produce any sound on walking. If required, the use of cork flooring, rubber flooring, or timber flooring, which may have the capacity to insulate the sound, that you can use. So another important parameter is sound insulation. Now, if you see another picture in the bottom right, thermal insulation. Floor should have sufficient thermal insulation for the comfort of the resident of the building. So if your floor is not thermally insulating, then the regions where temperature, day temperature is very high, so then your floor will not be, you can say, comfortable for the resident. The floor covering of wood, if you use wood, yes, everybody know it is a wood thermal insulation, rubber, cork, PVC, tiles. Now suppose instead of all these material, if you are constructing a floor, maybe steel type of floor, so then it will not be a thermal insulation type of material. Whatever be the you can say heat will be transferred. So your floor should be such that now suppose we are talking about the roof. Roof is also one type of floor, that means the topmost floor. So if there is a roof and the sunlight temperature is 45 degree, so we will be expecting that roof should not transmit uh, so much, you can say, heat to the room, towards the room. So thermal insulation to that floor, particularly a roof, you can consider a roof or walls should be thermally insulated. So what we can do, we can cover those type floors with wood, rubber, or PVC, tiles, etc. So they can be better utilized. Now, another thing, if you see the picture, that is very shining type of marvelous marble type of floor. Smoothness is the another factor. Now, if we are talking about the building, a residential building, hospital building, or hotel buildings, that means commercial or residential buildings, but not industry building basically, or storage building, not the storage building, etc. So that means if there is a mall, there is a hospital, there is a residential, educational institution, etc. So we want that the floor should be very smooth, because it will help, it will be comfortably to walk on these type of floors, as well as it will not make any noise, and cleanliness will be there. Easily you can clean. So flooring material must be such that it give a smooth and even surface without any slippery effect. Maybe in residential building, if we talk about the bathroom, then floor of the bathroom may not require so much smoothness. It is not required that way. Definitely, it must be having some roughness because otherwise it will be very slippery. So, as per the requirement, this may be one of the parameters that a floor is a smooth. Now, hardness. Yes, your floor should be hard enough so as to have a resistance against imprint, which may possibly occur due to the shifting of the furniture. I already told that maybe in a residential building, any residential building or any type of other building, floor should have sufficient hard, also hardness should be there. So resistance. Otherwise, maybe in a residential building, many times you have to shift your equipments, your furniture, your beds from one room to another room. So normally we slide the almirah, etc. So it does not mean that when you slide. So hardness, as I told, that the floor should have enough hardness. Enough hardness means required hardness so that there should not be any scratches. Whenever you are moving, sliding furniture, so there should not be scratches. So it should be sufficient hard. Maybe if you talk about the industrial building, then floor should be very hard. Smoothness is not required. Then another important parameter which is very disturbing always and which is very costly, that is maintenance. Definitely, whenever you construct any structure and with age, with life, it will require some repairs. But that repair should not be such that daily or weekly you require some repair. That means frequent repair is not required. The flooring must be such that it requires least repair. We can't say that it will not require any repair. It will require repair, but it should be least repair and maintenance. If repair is required, it should require least effort and cost. So cost effective. Yes, we can repair it, but it should be cost effective. It should not be cost. So, if I conclude all these points, hard covering, hard covering like tiles. Tiles are nowadays are very of a very good quality, very much durable, good strength, good finishing. So, and very easy to install. So tiles, square tiles you can use, and then the marble, terrazzo, concrete, etc. require less maintenance and can be used as per requirement. So these are the some of the prominent factors which we need to consider while selecting the material of a flooring cover, the covering of the floor. So today, as per the chat window, let first question, some of the students saying voice is not clear. Okay, no issue. That will be in the video. You will be able to get it. And Utkarsh has asked one question: are
Yeah,
not marble considered to be more break or crack prone? No, you are right. Somebody, you are right. Every if you use tile, marble, or concrete floor, every type of floor is prone to crack. If but nowadays, if you find that mean that's why we are discussing these points. That mean when you are selecting the material, you should select the material such that it should have good hardness, etc. Not only shining material. If you select the marble by just looking the it's a shining, that means how much it shine, how much it look aesthetically. If you select the material only aesthetically on the look basis and you don't consider the hardness or the durability, so then you will find all these type of problems. And Harishwar has asked question, sir, in dam proven area, can we use soil mixed in concrete or in concrete? Harishwar, nowadays there are various type of you can say dam treatment materials are available. They're commercially available. You can when you are constructing any floor or any building, any type of the component of the building, you can use the dam proof materials. So they will restrict the movement of the water from, from the lower level to the upper level. So they will create a barrier type of you can say it, they create the barrier between the one component to another component. Then Radesh, what is the benefit of using PVC tile? Yes, PVC tile. Now you can uh, yes, it will also answer to the Harishwar question. That means if there is dampness, then you can use PVC type of material. Or if you want to reduce the weight. Hello.
Sir.
Yes, it was.
Yes, sir.
It was this. Okay, ask question.
सर हमारे सबस्ट्रक्चर में जितने फ्लोर्स होंगे उन सबको अलग अलग से हमें डैम प्रूफ कोर्स प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा
No,
और
no,
ग्राउंड
no.
फ्लोर में भी
Dam proof. Where you want to? Why you want to make it dam proof? That means dampness is there. So dampness is mostly from the ground floor,
यस सर
ground level. It will transmit. But if you are saying that there is dampness in the walls, so that may be due to another reason. There may be some leakage of water, etc.
ओके सर
सर
Hmm.
इन केस हमारा जो फ्लोर है वो इनिशियल कंडीशंस में अपना डैम्पनेस नहीं दिखा रहा है, ऑन कंडीशंस में डैम्प हो गया है, तो उसका इफेक्ट टाइल्स पे क्या पड़ेगा?
टाइल्स उखड़ जाएंगी. टाइल्स विल बी the bond between tile and that floor will be removed. That will it will get disconnected. The bonding will reduce.
मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस में जो ये बॉन्ड रिड्यूस होता है वो डैम्पनेस की वजह से होता है.
Dampness की वजह से. Dampness is one of the reason, not only dampness. Dampness may be one of the reason. Other may be poor workmanship, poor use of material, lower quality material, poor quality material. So number of reasons. Sudhanshu is asking question.
Excuse me,
What
sir.
will be the most? Huh?
Sir, I have a question. Sir, my question is that, sir, do we need to do some leveling below the floor finish of first floor or second floor? Like, sir, because because the roof, basically first floor is the roof of the ground floor, and I think it is already leveled. So my question is that do we need to do some leveling, like with cement, concrete, or some stones, etc.?
That I have already told in the first lecture that leveling that is the execution part. That is the execution part. That leveling, compaction, etc. So that is the must. But we are talking about the material only. That means how to select the material. Sudhanshu, what will be the most suitable material for flooring, tiles or marble? We can't say any black and white answer. Black and white. Sudhanshu is there. Black and white answer. Most suitable material. No, you have to take into consideration all the parameters. Then you can select suitable material because it is as per your choice. If you are finding that a marble is costly, then you have to use tiles. But that is a wrong perception. Wrong perception that marble is strong and tile are weak. No, tiles are also of good quality. Good quality tiles are available in the market. They have good life. If the workmanship is proper, if the leveling of that mean execution or installation of the tiles is perfectly done, then no issue. Because marble is if you are talking about the weight of the marble piece is very heavy as compared to tiles, and so nowadays we are always concerned about the reducing the weight of the building also. Otherwise, foundation will be heavy, walls will be heavy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any other
in case of durability? Sir, in case of durability, marbles are good or tiles?
No, I'm again saying that marble good or tile good, that does not mean. Marble is tile and marble, they are equally good. It is appear according to durability. If you say long life, so tiles are of good quality. They are also having long life. Even maintenance is very less. Now it is another thing is if suppose one tile broke up due to any reason, you can replace the tile very easily. But if there is crack in marble, then you have to dug out the whole marble piece, and it is not possible. May not be possible that similar type of marble is available in the market. But tiles may be available because tiles are prepared by or manufactured by any company, so you can take the another tile.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Hmm.
so my question is that can vibration can be considered as an important factor for selecting flooring material?
Vibration will be definitely vibration will be considered, but vibration and that we have considered in the sound insulation, vibration is what for, when where will be vibration? Vibration will be mainly in the industrial buildings where machines are installed. So when the machines are installed, then you will be using another type of material which is very hard, so that vibration may not be there. Or uh, floor will not give vibration. Vibration will be provided by the equipment or machinery. So to take care of that vibration due to machinery, you have to create the foundation, machine foundation. That means proper foundation will be provided. So load will not be directly transferred to the or transferred to the more surface area of the floor. So intensity will be less, vibration will be reduced.
Okay, sir.
Any other question?
Sir,
Yes. We have left only 3 minutes. to ask
Sir,
questions.
can we prefer wood tiles, flooring tiles?
Repeat your question.
Can we prefer wooden flooring over tiles?
No. Wooden flooring has different type of application. Tile flooring has different type of application. Because wood floor is not so durable as tiles. And wooden flooring will be quite costly as compared to tile flooring. Durability sector. But if the reason is where temperature variation is large and you want heat insulation, thermal insulation, then you can use wooden flooring. You can skip tile flooring. If your major concern is thermal insulation, maybe in Kashmir area, you are using wooden flooring because tiles will not be helpful. They will not be durable.
Yes, sir.
So I hope we can close today.